and I'm gonna show UFC new sides of me all the time.
Pretty much right out of the gate, that first exchange, you connected with that front kick up the body, and then you were kind of blasting her with knees and elbows against the fence. Were you surprised that she survived until the end of the fight?
I mean, I gotta give her that she's tough, but also I knew it got to her a little bit, but she also tried to mentally show me that it didn't hurt, but I could feel that my techniques touched her, but I mean, I gotta give it to her that it was tough to take it and at least continue. Yeah.
After the fight, when you did speak with your coaches, do you think there was a moment in there you probably could have finished her if you had maybe jumped on the choke earlier or kind of took her down earlier in the fight rather than standing there, trading with her?
Yes, I do think so. Like my last fight 3 weeks ago at the Contender. But, I also think because I always put that pressure on myself, to have the finish, and because I know I can do it, and my team also believes in me. But I'm just going to let it come more natural. And I know that this is only the beginning, and this is my first fight. It's just going to get better.
Last one for me. What do you want the rest of your year to look like? Do you want to stay this active continuing, or do you want these full camps again, or these short notice fights where you can rack up a lot of fights in a short amount of time?
I'm a fighter, and I've been waiting for this for a long time, so I'm just going to stay ready for whatever opportunity shows up for me. I'm not going to turn down, I want to have fights, more fights. Of course, I have to be realistic, but I feel like my body and everything, my mindset, everything is perfect, and I just want to have more fights.
Josefine, right here in the back. Josefine, obviously going out there, big event in Las Vegas. I mean, you've obviously imagined what this would be like. When you got out there, you heard the crowd, you got under the lights. How did it live up to what you imagined?
Yes, it did, and more. I love this feeling. Like yesterday at the weigh-in, I just want to take everything in and enjoy the moment. I want to show the world that I'm going to be 100% me. And that feeling I had walking into the fight tonight also.
For fans who don't know, can you talk a little bit about the face paint that you had during the weigh-ins? Is that something you normally do?
No, that was special for my debut. It was my Thunder. My Thunder is my nickname. I had it all the way since I started fighting in Muay Thai. And also I had the Swedish colors because I'm from Sweden.
My final question, did you think that Marnic was trying to play a little bit of mental games by walking out to Avicii, who's Swedish also?
I didn't think about it, to be honest, because I was just so much into my own game. So now when you say it, it was Avicii, but I would never care. So, yeah.
Congrats, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Josefine. I'm just curious if you can talk to us a little bit about the time between not getting a contract and then getting the call to be in the UFC. Were there, was it hard to stay focused, to stay positive, or did you feel like it was coming right away?
To be honest, directly after my fight in Contender, I was it was a disappointment for me, but I could only blame myself because I understand the decision. But directly when I came home, I was very, very positive. I remember I even told people coming to me and oh, hey, I'm sorry. I was just oh, it's okay. I'm going to stay positive because I'm just going to put in the work. I came home and went to the gym directly. For me, it was no excuse. And then a few days after, I got the news and I was hey, you know what? I know it was destiny for me, because I stayed positive and I got the opportunity. Yeah.
Were you surprised that opportunity came so fast? Because you can be positive and that's very positive to come back so soon.
Yeah, I was both yes and no, because it's UFC and everything can happen. So you have to stay ready. And I've seen it with the fighters we have in our gym, with Khamzat Chimaev, and you gotta show you're hungry and show what you want to do. And this is my passion and this is my life, and I waited for it for a long time. So we just go for it. Yeah.
Was there any bit of I don't know if resentment is the right word, or a little bit of disappointment that you didn't get that chance at Contender Series because you got it just 2 weeks later. But, it's like, why couldn't I have gotten it 2 weeks ago?
Of course, I had that thought, but it's not going to give me anything because we have to move forward. We got the fight. We have a new opponent. I'm in the UFC. It's not going to help me to overthink that, because now I got the opportunity and it was just like go time, and prepare myself 100% for what I have in front of me, not what I have in my past.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Josephine, one more over here. You mentioned your teammate Hamza. He obviously has a fight coming up. So what's it like being in camp and seeing him? Because we hear all the stories of him training, but when he actually has a fight and an opponent that he obviously doesn't really care for, in Paulo Costa, what's it like watching him train in there or being in the gym with him?
Watching him training, it's like a big motivation for me. Obviously, I'm not training with him, of course not. I got those questions earlier, so I just had to sort it out. But we're training like side by side, and I learn a lot from him on the mat, and I look up to him as a fighter, and he's really something special. He's one of a kind.